What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 5 kids who roasted their teachers. Now everyone knows that you're always supposed to respect your teachers, but I mean, let's be real here. Sometimes teachers could be super dumb and mean, so today we're counting down times where the teacher really got what was coming to them. Anyways, make sure you click the like button on this video and I'll go beat up your teacher until they never give you homework again. But with that said, let's get right into it. Number 5. So all students know that you have to respect your teachers, but this kid is right. The teachers have to respect the students too. Basically, this teacher had been picking on everyone in the class and calling them peasants, but she focused on this one guy and decided to make his life super difficult. Like, she ended up joking about him not having a girlfriend and standing over him while he worked, and in the end, he just finally completely snapped. Like, he stood up and called her out on how unacceptable she was being, and told her that she can't expect to be given respect if she isn't fair to her class in return. Now, obviously he got sent to the office, but at that point, he didn't even seem to care. He just kept talking about he was glad to finally be out of her class. With that said, let me know down in the comments what your teacher would do if he said some of the same stuff, because I'm pretty sure I would have gotten like expelled or something.
To begin with, obviously it was a joke.
A joke? Well, you kept going with it. Now you know how it feels to be inbred, doesn't it? You like being inbred? Like being a peasant? That's what you kept calling us.
I just made a joke about the Ozarks, which is a
Okay,
common knowledge
you made a joke to me, I
joke.
made a joke to you. You're not taking it just as much as I'm not.
The difference is you're not in charge of this classroom. I am.
Don't matter, you still gotta show respect to the students. Am I right? That's why you're not talking. Everyone agrees. Some people just aren't saying anything.
You guys, the people that are sitting there doing their work don't
I
have
was
an
doing
issue.
my work. And you still complain. You complain when people still do their work. I'm glad I'm leaving. Yeah, I can.
Number 4. Now, most teachers have punishments for students who don't turn in their essays on time, but I've gotta admit, this is one of the coolest ones I've ever heard. I mean, this kid didn't meet the deadline, but instead of getting detention, his teacher told him to make up a rap about forgiveness and perform it to the whole class. Now that's a pretty cool punishment, but this kid takes it one step further, because he decided that instead of asking for forgiveness, he was actually gonna use his rap to roast the hell out of the teacher. It's, well, pretty brutal too. Like, he opens it up by talking about how fat she is, and he starts describing how he's gonna cut people open and paint the walls with their blood. With that said, even though it's super dark and kind of offensive, the teacher actually thought it was hilarious, and even asked him if he'd been watching 8 Mile. Like, I'm pretty sure if most students did that, they'd have gotten in way more trouble than before, so I've gotta give this teacher all the credit for being so cool about the whole thing.
I didn't turn in my essay, so I had to rap at least 15 lines about forgiveness, but I decided to roast my teacher.
Now, Ms. Albert, you're sitting there looking kind of fat. I didn't turn in my essay, that's why you're mad. I don't know about your past, but I do know Fat Albert might be your dad. I didn't want to do this, but now it's too late. Every time you take a step, the whole ground shakes.
Number 3. So every teacher has a different strategy for deciding how to split up the class. And most of the time that's fine, but I think we could all agree that what this teacher does isn't okay at all. Basically, his running joke was that this black kid and his friends were called the quote-unquote academic ghetto, and when he asked if he could move to the other side of the room, he got told that he couldn't apparently afford it. Now obviously the kid got mad and pointed out that the teacher basically thought the white kids were smarter and richer, and once he got started, there was absolutely no stopping him. Like, he walked to the front of the class and told his teacher that what he was doing was wrong, and he kept going until he finally got kicked out. Good news is though, it actually worked though, because the heads of the school saw the video and now the teacher's under investigation for his actions. I don't know, it just goes to show that sometimes standing up to your teachers is totally worth it, even if it might not feel like it at the time.
You show me that you need.
No, I need respect. I don't care what you gotta say. I need respect, dude. Like, nah. Hold on. Like you gotta understand something. You need to stop. You need to stop with all that academic ghetto, and I can't afford. Wait, that whole side,
Hurry up.
predominantly white, couple Latinos. I can't afford to go over there. You really got. But I'm saying,
So take a deep breath.
no. But you gotta take a deep breath too, and think before you talk. For real. Think before you talk, because you disrespect a lot of people in this class. Am I the only person who think that they get just disrespecting this?
Number 2. So it's true that this video is called Teacher Gets Roasted, but I've gotta be honest with you, I don't know how good of a title that actually is. I mean, for most of the video, he's actually calling out his classmates and not his teacher, and I don't know how good his roasts are either. Like, seriously, he's basically just calling the 2 other dudes really fat and insulting their clothes, and apart from the fact that he threatens to fight them, that's kind of as far as it goes. Plus, if you actually watch the reactions, it's clear they're more annoyed by him than actually insulted. Anyway, he does finally move on to his teacher at the end, but literally all he says is that he's gonna lose his job. Now what's kinda crazy is the teacher isn't really that much better, because all he says is that he could hardly understand what the kid's saying. So really, this whole video is just a lot of people roasting each other really badly, and the only one who seems to find it funny is the dude behind the camera. In fact, if anyone should be roasted, I think it's the guy dishing out the insults, because something about his glasses and hat just aren't right.
What you do is hide in your building, bro. That's why you about to lose your job. You gonna go bankrupt too, just like you was talking about. Cause you stupid. They don't want you no more. Cause you stupid. Cause you stupid.
Hey.
You just threatened the faculty member.
I didn't threaten you.
Which is
you just threatened me.
Did.
You threatened me, and we all got it on video. So let's go to Mr. Titmore. Yeah.
Number 1. So all the roasts on this list have been pretty funny, but there really isn't any question about who should be number 1. I mean, the YouTuber Paint didn't just stand up to his teacher in class or try to insult him during detention. Nope, he wrote him a birthday song pointing out how old he really is. Like, his teacher gave him one night to write a song for his principal's 60th birthday, but instead of writing something nice, he showed up the next day with a complete and utter takedown. That's not even the best part though, because the roast didn't stop there. Even better, apparently after he graduated, his principal decided to retire, so the next year he showed up to roast him all over again. This time though, in front of the whole school, and even with a meaner song about his terrible career. So I think what we take away here is that no one does a roast like Payne or aka John Coatsart, because not many people could get away with being so awful and still have the person being roasted be totally on board with the whole thing.
I hope I don't regret this, I'm just doing what I'm told. So, Mr. Wells, you're getting old. You're so old, your memory's in black and white. The key to your house was on Ben Franklin's kite. You lived through the ice age, that must have been cold. So Mr. Wells, hey, you're getting old. Now I'm sorry to be so mean and rude. I've seen raisins with fewer wrinkles than you. Yeah, you can't part a remark, your life's a question mark. You got your pets off of Noah's Ark. Hey, Mr. Wells.
And there's a video on the top 5 kids who roasted their teachers. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use your Extremely Handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.